Ah, Sin, welcome back. I am sure you will defeat Draco Lord and restore peace and harmony. The world awaits that cheerful day. For you to advance to the next level, 164 XP points are required. Come see me when your level rises. Let us meet again. And hopefully we are meeting again. Hi everyone, Cendril here. Welcome back to Dragon Quest 1. Or Dragon Warrior 1. Dragon Warrior 1 and 2 for the Game Boy Color. Kind of lengthy when I have to go through everything, huh? Alright, we are level 7. We have leather armor, so still beginning type armor, but we have a copper sword and we have an iron shield. I like to spend a lot of some time grinding up levels because it's helpful, and buying the iron shield because you won't find the upgrade to that for a long time. So I like to have it. And of course we still have the dragon skill. 3 herbs and 2 torches. The torches do not stack, as you can see. Alright. As you can see, we have a shield now. Yay! I don't know if the sprite on the shield changed. Didn't really, didn't pay attention on that one. So a lot of that grinding and stuff off screen. Like I said, I was just going to load up the other save file that I had from the recordings that did not work. The next thing we need to do, you'll see that there are a lot, or you have already seen, that there's a lot of doors in our way that we can't do anything about. To get keys, we have to head to a city called Rimeldor, something like that. One of the townspeople where I'm going will tell you to kind of show you how you would figure this out. Just naturally, not if you kind of sort of remember what you're doing. And at this point, the fights are no problem. So you'd be told about this town from the first town. Look into Garm, town of folklore, and you'll see that again there's a door in your way. Okay, well, door problem. Or maybe it's somebody in the first town that tells you about Rimeldor. I saw it. The monster flew off with the princess to the east. Is there someone who'd save her? Yeah, I would. Pardon? There is someone? Please get word to him. Hey, me, here. So we know the princess was taken to the east. There's a cave on the way, yeah? Oh yeah, that's where they put up the memorial. I think I showed all that already. But the princess has been taken to the east. Item shop. Missing? No. In this journey, blah blah. Okay, never mind. Somebody in the first town says Rimeldor has keys. I was like, oh, that'd be useful. So we need to find a way there. And we also heard the princess was taken to the east. Well, we don't know exactly where this Rimeldor town is. Well, I think somebody says it's in the south, but you'll find out that the path south is quickly blocked by mountains and things like that. Again, if I remember all this correctly. And somebody said the encounter rate seems really low. What do you think about the encounter rate now? I don't remember if I went over this in the first episode or not. Encounter rate is dependent upon where you are. So if you're on plains, like I was a lot, here, this greenish area, the encounter rate is much lower. Woods have a higher encounter rate, and these hills have an extremely high counter rate. And I believe the desert area, like the around the Lodo's tomb, that memorial cave, that's desert, and that has a lot of encounter rate as well. We know the princess was captured to the east, so why don't we start there? And maybe we can find more information on everything. As you cross bridges, you will start to see that the enemies will be stronger. Enemies, that's kind of a, hey, you're heading to the next area. That's what it acts like. And while you're not really seeing it yet, you will. Nothing there. Oh, can't go that way now. There's a spooky. Still nothing that our natural strength plus our copper sword can't take care of. Okay, here's another bridge. Alright, time for some new stuff. This is poison. I don't remember if I've gone over this yet or not. Because again, I had to scrap this file. Well, not scrap, I'm obviously playing it, but I had to redo the first 2 episodes, so... this is, I think it's Poisonous Swamp is what it's supposed to be. If you step in it, you take damage. Not exactly where we want to go right now. Well, we're still kind of weak. Okay, still spooky. We can deal with that. Here's the desert. Let's head up. Ooh, a scorpion. This is a new enemy. Scorpions have higher defense, which means since you can't one-shot them unless you're strong, they tend to get some damage in. Now, they don't have any really nasty tricks. They just can do quite a bit of damage and take a hit or two. Now you see there. Now, our shield is going to help us a lot, but if you're coming here without that iron shield or better armor, the scorpion's going to do around 5 damage. Oh, there's a town there. So you're going to start seeing, now we're not really seeing the slimes anymore, we're going to start seeing just bigger enemies overall. But that means more EXP, more cash. And now we have a place to rest here, so if you want to do some grinding, now would be the time. Hello, welcome to Coal. Okay, we're in Coal. Would you listen to this? The husband of Cleo there left town in search of some keys. How could a man just abandon his pretty wife? What a louse. It's fine. I'm over it. I didn't want to be a burden for him to chase his dreams. Oh, you are really nice. Upstairs. This shop doesn't have the legendary sword either. Perhaps it's not for sale. I would really assume that legendary swords are not for sale. You have to find them. In this shop, we have 247 gold. That is not enough. There is an iron axe here. That'll give us a boost to attack power. There is iron armor here. If I remember right, because I liked the names of the armor as a kid, this was half plate armor. Oh, and there's full plate armor, which costs 3,000. And the leather shield we have better now. Yeah, I think this was half plate and this was full plate armor, because I like that. You went from, because I'd find out later, a couple of years later, that that's what was used in D&D when I started playing D&D. That you had, you know, just regular clothes, and you got leather armor, which was heavier, and then chainmail, which was heavier, and then half plate and full plate armor, and there's stuff in between. But I'm just saying, you know, it was like, oh yeah, I've heard those terms from Dragon Warrior. So I always thought it was really cool. They give a lot of defense. You see, this gives 20 more than our leather. This gives 12 more, which is a lot. That's a lot of defense. It's also a lot of money that we don't have right now. There's another door impeding our path. Have you been to the island south of here? No. The island of Romodor is in the south. Ding ding, that's where it is. Hello, how about a powder puff massage? Now I'm good. Hello, this is a hot spring bath. Okay, as you'll see, we have 37 health. Ow, ow. We have 35 health. Yes, you take damage. What do you have to say? Send the bloodkin of brave Lodo. Your weapon will not be enough to defeat Draco Lord. Somewhere in the world, Lodo left behind his sword. Find it. Ow, ow. Then we have 33. So, apparently the legendary Lodo's sword is somewhere. I think it's the first town we find out that Romodar sells keys. We now found out Romodar is south of here, on like a small island. So now we have a direction to go. So you have to make sure you're strong enough to get there. Here's the magic Draki. Oh good, I didn't cast. Magic Drakis can cast Hurt. You say they're magical Drakis. You get 12 EXP and 20 gold from them, which is not bad. But they hurt. they can cast Hurt, which will do a lot of damage. Not if you critical hit. You might want to save up for a hand axe, just so you do more damage. Especially, as you can see, you get more money for these enemies. They're thinking, man, you'll have to grind a lot. You know, if you're just getting 8 cash from Ghost. Well, not really. You'll be getting more than that. You can fight just north of town or right at town. And get 20 cash. Yeah, 20 gold. A couple more fights, we'll have enough. We're at 327. We'll have enough for a hand axe, and that'll give us a lot more damage. Then you can fight magic Drakis with no problem. That extra attack boost will let you probably one-shot them. Then you can get money pretty easily. Oh, a spooky. So that's how this game works, and this is the basics of all RPGs. You fight enemies. Oh, that's a new enemy, skeleton. Skeletons are tougher. You fight enemies to get EXP, to level up and become stronger. You then use the money that you get from the fights to get better equipment, so you're stronger. Then you can move on to the next area, because you're stronger and can take the enemies there. You're seeing just the basics of RPGs in action here. Alright, this is a skeleton. Ow, the skeleton's faster than me. Also does 7 damage. Oh, there we go, faster than skeleton. So we're probably around the same speed. Ow, that hurts. You see the skeleton took 3 hits and was doing 7 damage to me. Now that's probably an enemy we're gonna find south. And that's the first taste of it here. So we gotta be able to take the skeleton decently well. 25 EXP and 42 gold. We get a lot for that, though. Castillo. So let's stick in the mountains here and fight. A magician! Magicians can be dangerous if you don't take them out in one hit. They cast Hurt. They can also cast Sleep. Sleep is a very dangerous spell because, unlike many RPGs to come, in this game, if you're hit with Sleep, it's just over time you wake up. Just because you're hit doesn't necessarily mean you're going to wake up, like in a lot of RPGs past this. Yay! Level 8! 5 HP, 3 MP, 4 Strength, 2 Guard, 3 Agility, and 20 gold. 441. Sleep is a very powerful spell. In fact, it's a spell we have. You learn it at level 7. It costs 2 MP. Against stronger enemies, this could be really helpful. Woo! Left out of harm's way. It means we dodged. It's like the enemy you missed, but we dodged. 16 EXP. 25 gold. Which is kind of the same result of it. Anyway. Ouch. Just take one. If you can handle scorpions, you're in pretty good shape. If we can handle skeletons, we're in extremely good shape. Now, I remember further south, the reason I'm being a bit cautious is because I remember further south, where the game kind of wants us to go, I remember there being wolves. And wolves are extremely dangerous, and I remember losing to them a lot as a kid. Oh, skeleton. Let's see if I can get sleep to work. Yeah, skeleton was put to sleep. So it took 2 MP, and MP is precious. Oh, I woke up that time. Sometimes they don't wake up, though, after being hit. At least not originally. Maybe they changed that for this remake. 541, almost. We need 560, we can buy that hand axe. Yay! And then we'll head further south and I'll probably die. Oh, there's a skeleton. Let me try again. Sleep! See, and sleep works more times than not. I remember the hit rate was pretty good. I don't know if they changed it for the remake or not, which later on I'll end up messing with it a lot. I typically don't cast sleep that much. I just heal, or I cast the hurt spell, but do not underestimate sleep. Oh, I woke up again. Sleep can buy you time. You can get a few extra hits in. You can get some turns to heal. Sleep should not be underestimated in Dragon Warrior. Alright. And neither should the hurt spell if you come here early. Like, we're a pretty good level for this. We're at level 8. I have the fancy shield. I have a copper sword. If you're having problems with scorpions, but you still want to head this way, and you want to get to the town, you can use the hurt spell. Or, in this case, Fireball. 17 damage. That's about what we're doing with the sword, a little more. But against the scorpion, which has high defense, hurt will probably one-shot them. Okay. And a little bit of money as we head back, as we fight the magic dragon. Because they have higher defense. Well, hurt is going to do its damage. So, not caring about the scorpion's defense. So that'll be... That's a good way to beat them. Okay. Let's buy the iron axe. Yes. Alright, we now have an iron axe. We do not need the copper sword. I would love to buy the iron armor. That would take a little bit of doing. So, now that we have this iron axe, I should sleep at the end before we head, Oh, cool, the graphic changed again. That's neat. Like, it changed with the copper sword. Cool! I mean, neat if it changes for every weapon. I would really like that. That'd be a neat little addition here for this Game Boy Color remake. Inn. We'll go to our inn. It's 12 gold. Okay. I don't think we checked upstairs. Hi. Ha! I can see it now. A beautiful woman will declare her love to you. Oh, hopefully that will be the princess. I heard rumors about a shop in Romaldar that sells keys. This guy! This guy told you. I remember I've seen it before already. And he's dreaming about the massage. Must be super relaxing. So, Rumadar sells keys. We need keys because it seems like everything is behind locked doors. Rumadar is to the south. Now let's head a little bit south and see if we can take the enemies or if I'm just going to die. If nothing else, I have the sleep spell to attempt to bail me out. Okay, it's to the south. There's a desert there. Is it in the desert, maybe? I said I remember roughly what I need to do, but I don't always remember where that is. Goodbye. And you can see that the Iron Axe gave us enough to take care of the Scorpion in one hit. In Dragon Warrior, even small boosts to stats make a huge deal. So just a little more defense could stop you from taking more than one from an enemy. We'll kind of see what we got going on here. Okay, Scorpion. We can take a Scorpion now, especially with the critical hit. We have enough power to punch through the Scorpion higher defense. Magic Draki we can deal with now. One hit from our new Iron Axe plus our enhanced strength from level 8 will take care of them. There is a cave there past the swamp. You can barely see it. Let's go back here. Spooky, we can deal with that. And maybe we don't see wolves yet. That would be good. There's a cave there. I believe that is where we need to go because it's on an island. So we need to be able to head there somehow. There's no boat or anything. So we head through the cave. That will get us to where we need to go. But the cave is pretty dangerous if I remember right. Oh, didn't get past the Scorpion there in one. So, I forget how much it is. So 12's not enough. I think 13 was. So the Scorpion may have 13 HP. Okay, so that will be our next destination. We have 343 cash. We could go by the chainmail. Oh, we got a path through here. Let's see where this takes us. That cave, I'm pretty sure, is where we want to go. Because we need keys. We need keys to get to stuff. We'll also need money to buy keys, but I remember them being pretty expensive, too. Hopefully they maybe change that. Who knows? Okay, Draggy. Oh, we got a temple thing up here. Hello. I've heard that somewhere in this world there is a shiny harp that summons monsters. Bring it to me. I will recognize you as a hero and confer to you the Rain Staff. The Rain Staff is one of the items we need. This guy's the sage. However, we need a silver harp. Probably held by a bard, right? So we have that town of Garnham. Maybe it's behind that locked door. I don't think it is, but maybe it is. The door will impede you. Like, the game will kind of pigeonhole you in a lot of areas. Or at least stop you from getting some items without keys. So your first instinct will be, hey, I need keys. Where do I get keys? And then as you go to the different places that you can go to within your strength to go to, you'll be like, oh hey, this place has keys. How do I get to that place? So you can see the game just tries to, without explicitly telling you, hey, go here next. Because that just kind of wasn't done back then with RPGs. They would give you hints. You would have to figure it out yourself. What's within your strength to go to, and what's impeding my progress? Where should I go now? And be like, the town of Garnham has keys. Okay, I have to get there. How do I get there? Talk to more people. Because I feel like I need keys. You would just have to go through that progression. Which is kind of annoying. Oh, Magician is unaware. Free hit. But that's just how it was for RPGs. They wanted you to be more on an adventure. And although there is a path to progression, they wanted you to figure it out on your own. Somewhat figure it out yourself what you feel like you should be doing next. Now, obviously, there's only one thing we should be doing right now. Because we need keys to do a lot of other stuff. But the game's just not going to flat out tell you, open up your, quest log and see what you're supposed to be doing next. It's just not how it was done back then. I kind of like that games do that now. But just have side quest area stuff that you can do optionally instead of just kind of having to figure it out yourself, because it can take a long time. But it's nice that games do that now. That they tell you, hey, you need to go to this town. And point you really in the right direction. Give you more on what you should be doing for your quest. Just advancements of RPGs. So you see, the skeleton went down in 2 hits now. Equipment levels really matter in this game. 569. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead, instead of just walking back and getting the chainmail. Oh man, suddenly hit. Ow. I am going to sit here and beat up on skeletons for, I don't know, shouldn't take me more than 10 minutes or so to get the iron armor, which will give us a huge boost to defense, and should be enough for us to head through the swamp there, and we'll see what enemies lie within. And hopefully I'm remembering all of this right, and we're going to the right place. Because if not, that would be very sad. Although it could be a lot of laughs for all of you. As we just, again, go on an adventure. Skeleton still hurts a lot. There you go. So we could take him out easier now. So, thank you all for watching. And until the next episode, I'm Cendril9. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.